All right, what's up, you guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Just going to be going over the price action today. I did take one trade, got stopped at break even. Really slow week so far, still break even. Tomorrow we got the bank holiday for Thanksgiving, and then Friday early close. So, been a pretty underwhelming week so far, but I did miss a pretty solid setup today. So, we're going to go through that, and then also the break even trade that I took. So, where's my. Here we are. So there's execution. Let's get into it. So going into market open, I was leaning bullish. Bias today was super obvious. We were respecting the 4-hour fair value gap down here, and the draw was just higher to buy side. This is a daily high as well as the previous weekly high, and we did already take both of these actually on ES, but I wasn't really that concerned with the SMT because the draw on liquidity is just higher. We're respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish. So what I was looking to see was a manipulation lower too. We had Asia lows, also had this hourly fair value gap that got tapped. So I was looking to see us come down to Asia potentially and then rotate higher. We did take Asia though on ES, so this was technically an SMT, but I wasn't sure if we were going to go down that low. So, I mean, I was open to taking shorts, but trading against a 4-hour candle, I just didn't really want to do. And that did end up being the set. We also had equal lows here, which is a very high probability drawn liquidity, as well as this low resistance liquidity. So price opened up, and we took out London highs, kind of just chopped for a little bit here. There wasn't like a highest time frame for value gap that we opened up, I don't think. So if we came down to the equal lows, I would look for longs. But we put SMT in at this internal low. So therefore, that invalidated me wanting to go short inside this, looking to see price come up to the internal high. We also still have this high time frame SMT that's forming. So A plus would be tap the internal high, hold the SMT, then rotate lower. And that's what happened. We opened up this 4-minute, which was highest time frame in the leg. We closed all the way down here. So, I mean, this is an A plus setup, but it's just not, I can't really get, I mean, I can barely get a 1-to-1 on this, but just not super high conviction considering we were trading against a 4-hour, and we also are trading against an SMT. Now, if I'm going to be bearish, I shouldn't really care about this SMT, but I just didn't really like this. It didn't really look like ES was bouncing off of anything. We also weren't really bouncing off of a high time frame PD array here on NQ. So I did fade this. This did play out though. Pretty good setup. I just wasn't super high conviction for this. So after this, we came down. We took the equal lows. In my eyes, the draw is lower to this internal low as well as the Asia session lows. So we opened up a 5-minute fair value gap, simply looking for a continuation model if I'm going to be bearish to the internal low, as well as the external draws before rotating higher. And we did come up to end up tapping the 5-minute here, as well as this was a 3-minute. Now I'm looking for inversion out of this, and we were opening up like a 2-minute here, but then we just completely didn't. So that was a little frustrating. We did have this 1-minute, but I mean, I didn't want to be entering a short this premium. So I took the 30-second. After this 30-second gap got disrespected, pulled my execution, and wanted to see price go lower. So after we close here, I mean, I jumped the gun a little bit on the entry, but we also inverted this gap. So, I mean, if my bias was correct, I wanted to see price come lower to the internal low. And then after just watching these first few candles on the 30-second, I just cut it because, I mean, this seems like it was the trade of the day, the move of the day, this short here. Now I realized we were just like bouncing in between PD arrays at this point. So, like we're bouncing in between the 4-hour fair value gap as well as the 5-minute fair value gap. high time frame. So just not the A plus. And I mean, super discretionary, cut at break even. This also would have gotten stopped if you entered on the 1 minute with the inversion of this fair value gap here. Because you would have gone break even at the internal low. But yeah, just like not amazing price action after missing this trade. I mean, good idea. Not really upset with how I played this. I do think that I probably should have just taken the first setup. But I was just still bullish here. Because we didn't really have a reason to go lower. The best trade also, I did see this after the fact, was we put in a 15-second up here, this internal high. So this was also another really good setup right here. I mean, you had to be super high conviction to take this, but ultimately an A+ setup. You go stop above the wick because we have the SMT or the body. You see the death candle, and then you could hold it all the way down here. So got on a 1 to 5. I didn't take this because I didn't see it until after the fact. But yeah, stopped that break even. We did end up coming up and taking out the previous weekly high and buy side today. So correct draw on liquidity. I've gotten it right all week. Just no good entry. I mean, if we came down and took the Asia and internal sell side after the continuation model played out, would have liked to see us come higher to previous weekly high. But like, this is 2 days in a row that we haven't taken out internal liquidity during New York AM, and we've just gone higher. So it's like, I mean, the price action hasn't been that bad, but it's just like I haven't seen a good entry. They're waiting till like the last ditch macro or PM session to run it. And I mean, that's just the algorithm. Like all the big bankers, all the people that are, actively trading in the market, all the Wall Streeters, they're all on vacation. It's Thanksgiving week. So it's to be expected. Price action is generally worse around the holidays. But I simply just have to, keep taking my setups, staying patient, following my rules, and it'll come. So that's going to be it for today. Break-even trade, good habits, played it well, not upset with how it went. Simply just getting through this boring season of still being on these combines until I can take a setup that actually is good enough for me to, get back to live. So, yeah, that's it. Hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's a bank holiday, so the futures markets are open, but I'm not trading because the New York Stock Exchange is not open. It's going to be super low volatility, very low probability conditions, and then I'll probably be on Friday. So I think you can expect the next video there, but also just expecting Friday to be low probability. So yeah, it's been a slow one this week, but it's part of the game when you actually have an edge. And I'd rather not take an A+ setup than take something less than that and lose. And, capital preservation is the way that you maintain your edge in the markets. So hopefully you guys can learn something from this. I mean, super boring video, but that's the reality of profitable trading. So hopefully you guys are doing well, took something away here, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Grateful for all you guys. Not really sure who even watches these videos, but just know that if you're learning something from this and you're like learning stuff online, that's a lot more than a lot of people around the world don't have access to. So try to make sure that you are using that to the full advantage, and, tell your parents you love them, tell people you love them, enjoy the holiday. And yeah, my brain's kind of fried from today. So enough rambling. I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.